Ball still at the 3 as they get set for 2nd and goal.
Here we go.
Running forward, it's A-Chan. And he's going to fight forward and get in. Touchdown! The Dolphins finish up an excellent opening series. Devon A-Chan with the touchdown. Quite the drive they put together to begin this game. What stood out to us, how quickly they were operating. They got a lot of plays in a small amount of time on the way to that touchdown.
What do you mean? We feel that tempo in the booth?
Yeah, certainly do.
Kept those guys guessing defensively and on their toes, not quite sure what was coming next. And it will be that same strategy they employ, I'm going to guess so, until that defense proves they can stop it.
Now Boswell on to send this away. Here's Kavontae Turpin on the return. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10.
Ready? Hot 70, hot 70.
Shotgun snap here to Milton. Throwing the out route complete. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37. I'm not going to call this a must-score drive here in this first quarter, Brock, but when your opponents start the game with 6, it feels like you need some sort of answer.
You need a response, right? You need a response. You don't need all these home runs or big highlights. You just need to keep matriculating that ball down the field.
And the stop is made just before he's able to reach that midfield strike. He hits a gain of 11 there, and that picks up the 1st.
I call that a table setter right there. Table setter for yourself as a team in that huddle, gaining confidence on the ground, and you know that's going to set the table for some great play action pass to come.
On the ready.
Ball's on the 48. Here we go. 1st down.
Come on.
Another one for Gibbs. And he'll scurry forward for a pickup of 3.
Hey, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
2nd down now, 7 to go. Backfield is empty as they motion him out right. Out of the gun, it's Milton. It's Pickens on the slant. And he has it to the 42 before they make the stop. Call it 7 yards on the play, and that's enough for the 1st down.
First down. A gain of 7. 1st down, Dallas.
70 Lions. 60 Eagles. 60 Eagles.
Off the play fake. Here's Milton. He'll check this one down. Complete to the fullback. Short pickup on the play to about the 40. That was Xavier McKinney that time with the tackle.
You know, Kate, that really is one of the benefits that comes with experience. You'll feel it. Right, look at the quarterback, never seeing the rush, never looking at the rush. Instead, eyes are downfield and the big play follows.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down.
Here we go. Ready.
Again, left side for Gibbs. And they shut him down on this one. They get him behind the line, and that should push him out of field goal range. The presence of those tight ends works both ways, Brock. You know this. Gives them more blockers up front, but it also clues the defense in to be ready for that run.
Yeah, you could put 7 blockers up there, even put 8, I don't know, 9. All the blockers in the world, but if they don't work in concert together to create a lane, it doesn't matter.
So a tough spot now. This is 3rd and 9.
Crack all 80. Steady.
They'll air it out on 3rd. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground. Gonna have to wait a little longer for his first catch of the game. So that brings up 4th and long. Well, they connected on 3 straight before that throw, Brock. Might not be perfect anymore on this drive, but they are still moving it well.
And I don't expect that one to interrupt his progress very long. They're still on a mission this series. He's the one driving it. They were able to answer a score with a score. Maybe not to tie the game, but to certainly turn some of the momentum.
all set for the kickoff. Little with the honors. Here's a return from the 7. He lost the football, and they steal it back on the return. And they limit the damage on the return, but it is still a turnover.
These guys are flying down the field. Reminds me of the guys at Braveheart. But different than Braveheart, these guys got two things on their mind. Number one, get the returner down. And number two, try to separate the ball if they can. It's rare that it happens, but boy, is it big.
And the Dolphins are going to get to him. He is dropped. And after one play, this drive might already be in trouble. That's going to push him back for second down.
Sometimes I wish everybody could feel what that feels like. When you're a QB and you just feel the air in the pocket getting sucked out and you know there's no escape, it can be just one heck of a deflating feeling. Now for that defense who puts a sack on the board.
Expect the defense to be coming again here after that sack. It is 2nd and 16.
Fix the Eagles! Fix the Eagles! Pass the 60! Pass the 60!
They give to Gibbs on the option. Has some space inside the 15. And finally, he's down at the 5-yard line. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
It is just so hard, Kate, to get these chunk, explosive runs. But what it does now is it especially sets the table in prime scoring position.
Cowboy 80! Dragon 60!
From the red zone on 1st. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. And the Dolphins will take over as he records his first interception of our season.
Intercepted. The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 6-yard line.
On 2.
Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10.
Just set. Right, 80.
He'll start the drive with H.A. Robbed by the first guy he met. No gain on that 1st down run. Tackle made by the rookie from Wisconsin.
A loss of a yard brings up 2nd and 11 at the 5-yard line.
The charisma is thick when you in your prime. The paper baby numbers on the back.
So that brings us to the end of one. Both teams starting that long walk to the other end of the field. The Dolphins out to an early advantage. Back to Hard Rock Stadium right after this. Back for the start of quarter number 2. It's Dolphin football as we begin. They are facing second down deep on their own end.
11.
Burrow to the air now. Defender runs right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Got the one-on-one they wanted, Brock, on that slant, but just not enough to get the completion.
Yeah, you got to create separation. We all love the slant route. It could be super effective, but you got to beat press. You got to beat jam. You got to beat off man, and you got to create separation so there's not that bang-bang impact to knock the ball loose like that.
This is a tough spot to punt. Got to convert here on 3rd down.
Here we go.
Throw here, 3rd down. He has the first over the middle. And this gets them well away from danger as he is up past their 20. That play goes for 19 and a new set of downs.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
On 1, ready?
All set now, 1st and 10.
12. Here we go. Shot.
It's Achan on the inside give. Space pass to the 45. The 50. He cuts to the right. Open lane there. There it is. Touchdown, Miami. The Dolphins parlay the interception into points. Devon Achan with the touchdown.
Okay, we're not even to halftime, and this guy has already got a game's worth of success. And the great thing is that, yes, it benefits him individually, statistically, but you know it just sets the table for everybody else because that play-action pass should be devastating.
His kick is good, for the moment at least, as we've got a flag down on the field. I think they're going to get him for hitting the kicker.
Chris Boswell set to kick off.
Now Boswell on to send this away. And that one flies right on past the end zone. Did not make an effort to even hit the landing zone, Brock, so they're going to gift him a drive starting at the 35. The line come the Cowboys. Good starting spot here, 1st and 10.
Ready?
They'll start on the ground with Gibbs. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
Well, more often than not, it's the passing game that's asked to go from first down to first down in just one play. Get that big play potential on the ground. Jeez, just infuses your offense with confidence.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 47.
Come on.
They'll put one of the tight ends in motion.
19, 5.
Going to the ground again on 1st. And 2nd down's going to be a good bit tougher. He can't even get back to the line. This play loses yards. That one felt kind of counterintuitive there, Brock. They load up the line with that extra blocking, and then the run goes out to the edge anyway.
That's right. You put 2 tight ends on the field, yeah, you can live with a stalemate. It's hard to move people in the NFL, but you do not want to go backwards.
All right, here we go. 2nd down. Back to throw. Here's Milton. Screen here for Gibbs. And he's tackled after getting this to the opposing 46.
We've heard it said, and I believe it to my core, football is the ultimate team sport. And a well-run screen like that is the ultimate team play because it takes all 11 doing their job.
To the line. Here's 3rd and 3.
Here we go. Set. Hawk 70. Hawk 70.
Milton now. He's got it. Complete to Pickens. Hits the 20. Keeps it moving. And into the end zone he goes for a Dallas touchdown. The Cowboys making a one-score game in the first half. George Pickens the touchdown. Well, Brock, even with it being possibly the most popular route for teams to go to, sometimes you get it on the slants, you find yourself in the gap to turn it into much more, including what we just saw, 6 points.
All this time on task between you and I together, why do you think it's the most popular route?
Easy for the QB?
Yeah, I mean, short distance, easy for the QB,
Yeah.
and it's also great versus man or zone. There really is not a defense that you can employ out there when you execute it right and you execute it on time, the big plays, and sometimes like this, touchdowns will follow.
Fielded at the 7. He takes a hop, and the ball comes out. And they steal it back on the return. And he's going to take it back. Touchdown, Dallas! The Cowboys take a second quarter lead. That is the type of hit Brock delivered precisely to separate him from the football. And good luck to anybody trying to hold on through that.
And if you get a fumble on a return a lot of times, the personnel is displaced in position, you could find a lane for an immediate return, and sometimes, well, that open space even extends the whole way to the end zone for 6.
On his little for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Cowboys push their lead to 3.
14.
Still reeling a little after fumbling that away, but they're going to get it right back with this kickoff. Returning it from the 4. They'll have decent field position to begin with here. Brock, he's tackled just beyond that 30-yard line.
At their own 31-yard line.
On 1, ready?
New set of downs for him from the 31.
Here we go.
On first down, they're going to start out with A-Chain. The lateral goes haywire. Fumble! And they stop him before he gets much on the return.
You know, Kay, I don't always think it comes to people's minds how much execution there is in a lateral. Right? You see it out on the playground, Little League football, people tossing the ball around. Well, there's a reason you don't get away with it in the NFL, because if you're not right on the spot, well, the defense can make you pay, and they do right there.
Cowboys just about set. Here comes 1st and 10.
19, 18, 19, Tiger, 19, Tiger. Check. Ready?
Off the gut they go with Gibbs. Oh, he put him in the spin cycle. And he's taken down as they very quickly get into 1st and goal.
I love these inside runs. Don't get away from them. You never know. You think it's going to be a short little gain, and then boom, get the right blocking, a possessed running back, you get some serious yards on the table.
They'll break the huddle and come up on 1st and goal.
Ready?
Again, it's Gibbs. How about this? He can't even get past the line of scrimmage. No challenge for the end zone here.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard running backs say there's just sometimes you got to run into darkness. Just go where there is no lane and hope that something opens along the way. That linebacker said, not this time.
Rig! 60 Bison! Go!
Now try Gibbs again. And they're going to keep him out once again. That sends him backwards, brings up 3rd and goal. He is quickly making a habit out of wrecking plays, Brock, and it doesn't seem to matter what type of play that is.
It's what the best of them do. We talk about just the versatility of offensive players being dual threats. This guy's a dual threat against the pass, and that time stuffing the run.
Now backed up to the 8, 3rd and goal.
Let's go now. 18 Cardinal. 18, Pioneer.
So after plenty of scoring already, we have reached the 2-minute warning. More from Hard Rock Stadium after this. They've held him out twice. Chance at another stop here. 3rd and goal. Holden coming in motion right. Here he goes. 3rd and long. Getting out to his left. And the ground game works for the touchdown. The Cowboys grow their lead just before halftime.
Just a tremendous effort. And really, this is a play where you can look at the facial expressions of the two sides and know exactly what happened. Offensively, you are smiling from ear to ear that your quarterback's a difference maker. Defensively, just demoralized that you couldn't find a way to stop that scramble.
Little able to connect on the point after. And the Cowboys make it a 10-point ball game. All set for the kickoff. Little with the honors. Fields this one at the 3. Brought off a tackle, but lost the football. And they steal it back on the return.
Just look at everyone flying down the field. But when they fly down the field, they got 2 things in mind, Kate. Number 1, get the returner down. And number 2, separate the ball if you can. It's rare that it happens, but it sure is exciting when it does.
Dallas getting everybody set. They've got 1st and 10.
Ready? Cougar 19.
Handoff running left. Here's Gibbs. And he is into the end zone for a Dallas touchdown. The Cowboys grow their lead just before halftime. It's a Jahmyr Gibbs touchdown. Well, he found himself some space to work, and from there, all athleticism as he made his way in for 6.
You know, you run the ball down in the red zone, Kate, you're not only sinking touchdowns, right? Space is so hard to come by. But you're exactly right. His athleticism, his explosion, his speed, it puts 6 on the board for the offense.
All set for the kickoff. Little with the honors. Has this at the 6.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
All right, Miami has its offense set, partner.
11,
Here comes
11,
1st and 10.
Here we go, here we go. Right, 80, 11, 11, 11. 11, 11, 11. Stop.
Out of the shotgun, Burrow. And he's going to have this up near the 40, just a little bit short of it. Offense up to the line fast.
11, 11.
13 yards on the play.
12,
And the
11,
Dolphins,
11.
first down.
Stop.
1st and 10 now. Here's Burrow. That's brought in downfield by Kincaid. And they're going to have 1st and goal as he gets this down to the 4.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
Stop.
Achane will not get past the line. He's held up at the 4.
So close to a big loss of yards for those guys up front. 1 second sooner, they got to tackle behind the line. But a stop to celebrate nonetheless.
4-yard line.
They'll try again from the 4. It's 2nd and goal.
Stop.
Here's another for him. And he punches this one in. Touchdown, Miami. The Dolphins chop some of the lead off before the half. Devon Achane with the touchdown. His 3rd of the game on the ground. Boswell to add the PAT. The point after splits the uprights. And the Dolphins cut the lead down to 10. That lead trimmed just a bit, down to 10 points now as the kick is up and away. And he just sends this out and over the end zone, so no threat of a return. They're going to spot the ball up at the 35 to begin this drive. The Cowboys have it in great field position as they come up to the line, 1st and 10.
19, 18.
Milton back to throw. Knocked away, that's going to be incomplete. Defender there, that brings up 2nd down.
Small little jab there, finally landed by the defense. Able to break up one of these passes, but let's be real. We know who's been landing the heavy punches all game long. Looks like they're going to keep being aggressive too, Kate. I love that. Stay on the gas.
Following the incompletion, we stay at the 35. It's 2nd and 10. The handoff here for Gibbs on his own knee. He's pushed straight ahead, and that's maybe a yard at most. Will Anderson Jr. in on the stop.
It'll be this group's job watching the film to find all these plays. The ones that amount to really very little statistically and identify what was needed to just make them a little bigger, stretch them further. Afterthought plays now, they could be the big gains of next week.
Hilton now on 3rd down. Oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Picked off by A.J. Terrell. And the Dolphins get the football back with minimal time to go in our half.
So that's now his 2nd time that he's put his defense in a tough spot. That's a hard thing about playing quarterback, Kate. You know, with these interceptions and now the 2nd on the day, you're asking your defense again to step up to another series, another possession, another challenge. This quarterback's got to start protecting the football.
Pretty good field position awaiting the Dolphins as they head up here, 1st and 10.
Gun. Start. 11 MT. Me. Start.
Now Burrow. And this is marked down right along that 40-yard line. Just before halftime, we get a timeout taken.
Okay, running backs might not be the most accomplished route runners, certainly compared to the receivers. But when it comes to body control, strength, making a catch through contact, this guy just showed out.
I'm one, right?
From the 40-yard line now, this is 1st and 10.
Oh, here we go. 180. 12. Start.
Burrow from the gun. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's going to be brought down at the 23-yard line. Now with 2 seconds left, we get the expected timeout from this offense. They're in great shape to get 3 here entering the half. Only time left for one more snap, Brock, so they're going to run out their field goal unit. This from 40 on the right hash. Boswell able to knock it through. And that'll bring it back to within a score. The lead 7. So that's the halfway point of this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Brock and I will be back right after this.
Chris Boswell set to kick off.
Well, if you love high-scoring games, no doubt you have been glued to your television so far. And no signs of slowing down as we begin our 2nd half. And this drive will start inside the 25.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
First call here coming from the shotgun.
Go! 60 Eagles.
The give to Gibbs to start the 3rd. And he scampers ahead and gets 2 on the carry.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Can lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8.
Cowboy 80.
Now they send their back in motion right. Now they're going to throw out of the gun. Finds him over the middle. And he picks up about 6 on the play. Stopped though right near the marker. Didn't get it. 3rd down.
There's no question, Kate, that the big plays down the seam or big tight ends a fan favorite, but it's those type of catches right there. The short yardage, it gets good coverage, contested catches that really make tight ends a locker room favorite.
3rd down, 1 yard to go.
Ready?
Running back motions right.
19 Tiger. Ready?
3rd down run by Gibbs. They sent him right up the gut, but he wasn't able to get anywhere. The defense braced for impact, and they made the stop. It's 4th down.
It's weird to say, and it certainly won't show up on the stat sheet, but I want to give a lot of credit to that runner. Even though it didn't gain a yard, it actually took a heck of an effort just to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Going for it on their own side, Brock. Okay, bold call, but they only need a yard.
Bronco 80. Mustang 19. Ready?
Looking to throw. He's going deep this time. That's caught at the 25. And into the end zone he goes for a Dallas touchdown.
receiver this skilled, well, he's got every route in his back pocket. But sometimes simple is better. No complicated cuts, no double moves. You just go run right by him.
On his Little for the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Cowboys double their lead to 14. All set for the kickoff. Little with the honors. And no return here. This is a touchback, and the ball's going to come out to the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
Dolphins just about set up here. 1st and 10.
Here we go. Stop.
Playing with Achane here out of the gun. And they're going to force him out just before he can get to the 35. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
A run like that, Kate, it just gives everybody a little bit more bounce offensively because you also know it can set the table for more.
So they'll head up here, 1st and 10 from the 34.
Here we go. Stop.
Throwing is Burrow. Here's a screen for Achane. And the stop is made just before he's able to reach that midfield strike. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
At that down and distance, this group was pretty confident the screen would get him enough yards for the first, and it did. So long as it keeps working like that, I bet you it'll be a go-to play for them when they need it the next time.
Let's get set. Stop.
Now a toss play for Achane. And they help him out of bounds after a gain of close to 3, so 2nd and 7 coming up.
I don't mind that call on the early downs. Give that defense something to think about. You got the inside run between the tackles, and whether it's jet sweeps or a little swing pass, or in that case a toss, make sure you threaten to the outside.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7.
11. Here we go. What? 11, Thomas. Stop.
Burrow out of the shotgun. That one's incomplete over the middle.
This defense, they had a plan, and they've done an excellent job executing it. Instead of a main character, they've reduced this receiver to a footnote. Kudos to the job collectively on defense.
And with my type activities, well, don't you get involved. Hey, what? How many should I see? Send them off. Take a risk and take a trip. You know I'm tripping for my dog. Who you with? Couple sergeants and lieutenants where they get back. This revolution been televised. I fell through with the knickknacks.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here.
11. Right in.
3rd and long. They're going to throw. Into a crowd, and a defender comes up with it. Azeez Al-Shire has it.
They'll take over at 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard
All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10.
Panther 60. Let's go.
Shotgun snap here to Milton. Flush down now to his left. And he just gets rid of it. Knew he had a couple of plays left. Didn't want to take a risk there on 1st down.
Kate, I got to believe he harkened back to that earlier pick and thought the better of making another. Getting outside the pocket, he was either going to try to run for it, had nowhere to go, so he simply threw it away.
Ready.
Another try from the 25. It's 2nd and 10.
Here we go. Set. Ready.
Now Milton to throw. Setting up the screen. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one.
Rhythm. You hear me talk about rhythm a lot. Whether it's a golf swing, a baseball swing, heck, even a bowler gets himself into rhythm. And I'm just telling you, Kate, from experience, these little throws to running backs, it's one of the best things to get your offense into rhythm and a nice little gain on top of it.
Here they go, getting set for 3rd and 4.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
Motioning the tight end now. From the gun on 3rd down. Finds a seam down the middle. And he's going to get this one into enemy territory to the 47. They managed 22 on the rip and a 1st down.
Well, that is pretty darn impeccable timing between the two. They hit a curl route of that length. It takes great anticipation and precision by the quarterback, and the receiver on the other end finishing it, doing his job.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 47.
Come on. Set. Ready.
Gibbs now from the gun. On the move, past the 40. And he's down to almost, nope, actually going to give him the 30 here. That play good for 17 and a 1st down.
That's just not the guy defensively you ever want in the open field. Frankly, with the amount of space he had at one point, they're lucky to have limited to the game they did.
On the set.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Set. Ready.
Setting him on the dive. And he's not going to manage to get back to the line even. Tackled for a loss. We've got 2nd and 11. Their dominance against his ground game rolls on, Brock. Add another stop to what's going to be some real nice film for them to watch.
How many times do you think in your lifetime, Kate, you've heard from a defensive coordinator, job number 1 is?
Stop the run.
And they've been doing it.
This is Gibbs on 2nd down. Excellent play defensively as they get to him behind the line. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
This offense may want to try and disguise their run a little bit. I don't know if it's the old lineman's stance. I don't know if it's a cadence. I don't know what it is, but after 2 straight plays going backwards, this defense is all over them.
Ready up.
Let's see what they went with on 3rd down.
Let's go now. Johnny Lions.
3rd and long for him here. Finds Gibbs out of the backfield. And he's got his guys into the red zone before someone can force him out. Now 3rd and 15, you don't see many of those picked up, partner, but they found a way. They'll come up on 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
Taps it quick to the receiver coming across. And they're going to be humbled here on 1st down. Going to wind up losing yards on this play.
Taken down back at the 23-yard line.
Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now.
Cougar 19. Go.
Enough to Gibbs from the gun. From the turf, ball's out, he lost it. And the Dolphins got it. So they steal away possession and add some extra yards for their offense after that fumble return. Well, where one defender failed, Brock, another succeeded. He shook free of that first tackle, but the next guy not only made that hit, but knocked it loose as well.
Okay, as we saw when he broke that first tackle, he can absorb a shot, right? He's got great, what they call contact balance to absorb it and keep going. But that second hit, well, that drove the ball free and leads to this takeaway.
And they'll stop him after he picks up 4 to begin his drive. Give him 5 on that carry, bringing up 2nd and 5. This is the end of the 3rd quarter. It's Dolphins ball, and they're sort of in comeback mode. They trail to start the 4th. First down run, nabs him 5. Now 2nd and 5.
11 Thomas. Here we go.
And stick with A-Chain. And they find him after just a yard, and it's 3rd down.
Here we go.
Goes to the hurry-up offense here.
At the 31.
11.
And 4.
11 MT, take. 11 MT.
3rd and short, it's Burrow. It's incomplete. Should have been a catch downfield, but off his hands and to the ground it goes.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to third and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was third and manageable and an incomplete.
They're going to go for it here, trailing in the fourth.
Here we go. 12, 12, 12. Right, 80, 11, Thomas. Stop.
Here he goes. Got to have this on fourth down. No place to go. They get him to the turf and force a turnover on downs.
Well, I think every analytics book out there, Kate said, you got to go for it. You're in four-down territory, down a couple scores here in the fourth. But now it's all about the defense. Can the defense come with a quick turnover or a stop to somehow, some way, spark a comeback?
Ready.
On first down, it's Gibbs. This drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line. And it's not just some quarterbacks, Brock, you already got to have short memories. You tell me this too, defenses need them sometime as well.
Yeah, 100%. You give up a big run, well, too bad. No time to dwell on it because you got to line up, buckle up that chin strap, and try to knock them backwards.
Ready.
To Gibbs now on second. Only can get his yard here, Brock. It's going to be third down.
Gibbs, the ball carrier. Tackle made at the 16-yard line. A gain of 2 makes it third down and 10.
Still 10 yards to get this first down as they come to the line.
60 Vikings. Ready.
Off the play fake. Here's Milton. He's in trouble and the Dolphins get him. Now the Dolphins call a timeout. It's their first. They still have 2 to work with in this final quarter.
There was a theory some years ago, Kate, that you would never run play action on third and extra long like this because that play action is really not going to affect the defense. But what you got to understand is many times you're running that play action because of the great protection. You're actually trying to give that quarterback an extra beat. So it didn't work out that time. I think you can call this one now, Kate. This field goal makes it a 3-score game, and even the most improbable comeback attempts are going to have a hard time erasing that type of deficit here in the final quarter.
All set for the kickoff. Little with the honors. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. And he's brought down inside the 20 on an uneventful effort.
At their own 19-yard line.
All right, Miami has its offense set, partner. Here comes first and 10.
Here we go. Wide 80.
Burrow to the air now. Escapes the pocket. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
Okay, this quarterback gets out of the pocket. Genuinely a coin toss whether he's going to keep it with his legs or put it in the air. Sigh of relief there defensively as that ball falls incomplete.
No luck on first down. Here's second and 10.
Here we go. 180.
Burrow setting to throw. Buys time, rolling right. Dumps it off to Achane. And he's going to be out of bounds just before reaching the 30.
It's one thing to draw all these routes up when you're in the pocket. It's quite another when a play breaks down. Timing on routes change when you leave the pocket and scramble. What a great adjustment to still deliver a clean ball.
Let's go.
Here he is on third and short. And he let his man too much there, Brock. Incomplete. Fourth down coming up.
We see this all the time. The number one thing you see NFL defenses do to try to force out fourth down, gets down coverage. Put your cover guys on the field. Let the boys up front cut it loose with pressure. And let the cover guys go shut it down.
Down big, they're going to exhaust all options, it appears. The offense lining up to go for this.
19.
Desperation time here. And that's going to wind up incomplete as their gamble doesn't pay off. They're going to turn this one over on downs.
Hey, I am all for aggression. You get 4 downs, go for it. But I do have to wonder here, Kate, after being denied once again, is there going to be a trust level on that sidelines to go for it the next time they get this shot?
A give left side for Gibbs. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense.
Perception and reality, Kate. The perception out there from the public is edge rushers are defined by their sacks. The reality in the locker room and in the huddle is you could be defined by your relentlessness. And his motor never stopped. Helped him track it down for a loss on the outside.
Go!
Play fake. It's Milton. Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
Here we go. Set. Set. Go.
Here's Gibbs on the carry. Wow, not a chance at all as he is met at the line on this one. That's going to be 4th and very long. Miami calls a timeout here. It's second. Little knocks it through. And that extends the lead to 20.
Get another shot across the bow of the ship. It's already sinking here, Kate. He could have made that field goal. Heck, he could have turned around and kicked it directly at his coach because it feels like they've got this one in hand.
All set for the kickoff. Little with the honors. Returning it from the 4. And he's brought down just inside the 25.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Dolphins just about set up here. 1st and 10.
Here we go. Here we go. Ready?
It gives to Montgomery to start the drive. And he'll manage 3 there to begin this one. 2nd and 7 coming up. Moving quickly, trying to get set.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Ready?
Off the play fake, he'll throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And they come through the sack to bring around 3rd down.
This is a time where you get in that huddle and you just look at one another and say, hey, let's get back in rhythm. Get back in rhythm. Get something good to feel good about. Sure, you'd love to get the 1st down, but more than anything, just find a positive play after a huge sack.
This offense looking to convert as they come up on 3rd down. They give up the gut to Montgomery. And he's able to get across the 25 before stepping out. 7 yards there, but even after that, still a chunk to go on 4th down.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that 1st down marker.
Now, can't blame him looking at that scoreboard, right? Might as well go for this on 4th down.
Come on. 19 Lions. 60 Eagles. 60 Eagles. Ready?
He's going to try to throw for it. And he had it, but no, can't complete the process of the catch, and they wind up turning it over on downs.
Hey, I get it, it's already over, but go down swinging. Unfortunately, that play, like so many of them today, Kate, has been pretty indicative of how this contest has gone.
Cowboys just about set. Here comes 1st and 10. Now a give running right. Great work there to evade the tackle, but the rest of the run, pretty forgettable. No gain there. Call it no gain on that run, and they face 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10.
It's the 2-minute warning from Miami. Cowboys approaching win number 7 on the year.
Okay, ready?
1st down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10.
Ready?
Off the gut they go with Gibbs. And he's going to be bottled out just a few yards into that 2nd down run.
You make that call to just give yourself a fighting chance on 3rd down, Kate. Take at least a little bite of the big meal between them and the 1st down marker. And that should make this upcoming call a little less daunting.
6 yards to go here. It's 3rd down.
Let's go.
They'll toss it to Gibbs. And he is into the end zone for a Dallas touchdown. The Cowboys put up even more points in a win. It's a Jahmyr Gibbs touchdown. So an exclamation point there. That caps off what, and I think you'd agree, Brock, has been a dominating performance.
Yeah, I would. Really in all phases, too. You know, I thought coming in that this would be a much closer game than how it's turned out to be. And you got to give credit where it's due. This offense has been outstanding throughout.
And the kick is good. And we're going to have some extra yardage added to the kickoff on the roughing call.
Cam Little to kick off.
All set for the kickoff. Little with the honors. Okay, well, that one's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else we got here today. So that football coming out to our 35-yard line.
Ready, set.
The Dolphins in pretty good field position here as they come up 1st and 10.
7 Pirates. 60 Bison. 60 Bison. Go.
Trying to throw this from the gun. Completed over the middle. Great play is brought to an end as this one reaches the 35-yard line. So a gain of 30 yards on that play. And it's going to be 1st down Miami. They've got to keep moving quick here.
Cup 19. Cup 19. 60 Bobcats. 60 Bobcats.
Rolling from the gun here. On the move, headed right. Connecting on the slant. And he's going to get this down to the 9. That puts him in goal to go.
On the ball now.
Working quickly here.
At the 9-yard line.
70 Timberwolves. 18 Rattler. 18 Rattler. Ready.
Working inside the red zone. And he's able to get it to the 2 before the stop. Offense in the hurry up here.
Tiger, 19 Tiger.
Brings up
Cougar
2nd
19.
and goal at the 2-yard line.
Montgomery. What a hit. He gets flattened to the ground. The Dolphins choosing to spend their final timeout here. And now they're powerless to stop that clock with a timeout at least.
Now we get to a very interesting call on 3rd down. Kind of a crescendo to this drive. Can the defense rise up knowing there is no margin for error? Just a single yard to go.
3rd and goal. The offense hoping something can finally go right here.
Bronco 80.
They'll work against the blitz. And it's incomplete on 3rd and goal. Not on the same page with his tight end. So now they're left with 4th and goal.
That is a DB's best friend's pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Boswell able to knock it through. And that brings it back within 3 scores at least. The gap now 24.
This is a case of just get what you can on the way out the door, Kate. It's already out of reach. Just take the 3. Your kicker gets some points. And make it a hair closer in the box score.
And the Cowboys manage to recover the football. And he has it to the 42 before they make the stop. Well, I guess they kind of had to do it here, Brock.
Yeah, it's called a have to. Yeah, kind of have to at this point in the game, huh?
Okay, but like most things in this game, it did not work out for them.
Yeah, let's face it, even if they do recover that, probably not going to find a way to win. But this is a time where you work on things, where you do build to the following week. Got to find a way to flush this because it's just not been their kind of game.
So the Cowboys come in and take this one on the road. And they're able to run this winning streak to 3 as they have really caught fire recently. This has been another edition of the NFL on EA Sports. With all our crew here and my broadcast partner, Brock Heward, I'm Kate Scott. The Cowboys are winners as we say so long from Miami.